Okay, dear Calculus 2 students, this right here is for you guys. Yes, this is the one on our test. And the truth is that we can actually integrate this by using u substitution. And if you let u equal to the square root part right here, it's going to be the easiest way. If you let u equal to x to the fourth power minus 1, you have to do another u sub after that. But anyway, let me just let u equal to the square root of x to the fourth power minus 1. And then I have to get the dx, right? So perhaps I will just differentiate this now. Du will be, okay, the derivative of the square root is 1 over 2 times the square root of the inside, which is x to the fourth power minus 1. And then don't forget the chain rule from here. So you multiply by 4x to the third power, and then you have the dx right here. And as you can see, of course, you can cancel things out. This right here would be just 2x to the third power over that, right? And I want to isolate the dx. So let's multiply by the reciprocal on both sides. In another word, we get, let's put it down here, dx equal to this on the top now, which is square root of x to the fourth power minus 1 over this on the bottom. And don't forget the 2 right here earlier. So we have the 2x third power du. And then we'll take this to our u world. So we see that. And don't forget this right here, it's x going from this fourth root of 2 to infinity. Right here, let's just work out everything in the u world. So to do that, this right here, u will be going from what to what though? If you put the fourth root of 2 in here, fourth root and then the fourth power will cancel. So you have 2 minus 1, which is 1. Square root of 1 is still 1. So u goes from 1. And then if you put infinity into here, infinity to the fourth power is still infinity, minus 1 is still infinity, square root of infinity is still infinity. So u goes from 1 to infinity. And then we continue. We have 1 over x right here. And this part, well, we set that to be the u. So let's put that down as u. Dx, well, it's this. But notice the square root of x to the fourth power minus 1. This part is the same as u. So we can put that down as u. So let's write it down as u over this. U over the 2x to the third power, and then we have the dx, we have the du after that. Right? And now, as you can see, in this case, the u and u cancel. That's kind of nice. And you still have the x though, so be really careful with this. This right here, let's see. We have a factor 1/2 right here. Let's take that outside. Put the 1/2 in the front. And then this is the integral going from 1 to infinity in terms of the u's. And then x times x to the third power, you have x to the fourth power in the denominator. So we have 1 over x to the fourth power du like this. You cannot integrate anything yet because you have x in the u world, right? So you are going to look back to your relationship between u and x, and then you are going to solve for x to the fourth power. This is not that bad at all because we can square both sides and we get u squared equals x to the fourth power minus 1. And then we can add 1 on both sides. So in other words, x to the fourth power is equal to u squared plus 1. So I will have to put this down for the x to the fourth power, and then we integrate. So here we have 1/2 all the way in the front, and then this is the integral from 1 to infinity in the u world, right? All these right here are in u. But the x to the fourth power now, we are going to rewrite that as u squared plus 1, or 1 plus u squared up to u, okay? And then you have the du, like that. Is this something that we know how to integrate? Yes, this part is just the inverse tangent, so that's very nice. So with that being said, we can say this is 1/2, and then the integration part is the inverse tangent, and then the input is the u, like this. And don't forget, we have to go from 1 to infinity, so this is the time we plug in numbers. And again, these are the u values, so 1 to infinity, like this. And then the rest is just you do the computation. Let me just draw another integral sign like this for you guys. Anyway, this right here is equal to 1/2. Put infinity there first, which is the inverse tangent of infinity. And when you do this, you are taking the limit. Okay, just keep that in mind. And in fact, you can draw a conclusion right here. So this notation is not that bad at all. Next, don't forget to subtract. Right? This is the first part, and then you subtract the second part. You put 1 into the u. So we have 1/2 inverse tangent of 1, like that. All right, here is the DEO. This right here is 1/2, but inverse tangent of infinity, this right here is pi over 2, right? And then we minus, we still have the 1/2, and then times, this right here is pi over 4, because tangent of pi over 4 will give you 1. So this part is the pi over 4. This part was the pi over 2. And then for the rest, you just do your little fraction with the pi. This right here is pi over 4 minus pi over 8. Multiply this and that by 2, and you get 2 pi over 8 minus pi over 8. 2 pi minus pi is just pi, and then over 8 is still over 8. So here you have it. This right here is your answer, pi over 8. Pi over 8. And the truth is, in fact, when you have the integral of 1 over x times the square root of x to any power, right, minus 1 like this, you can always do this kind of things to make it happen. So to make it more bizarre, I could put x to the 2019 right here, and this is still going to work out nicely. And of course, I have to change the starting value so that the starting value in the u world will be nice. But for this question, this is it, right? So leave a comment down below if you guys have any questions, and if you guys are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys so much. That's it.